because it's something that I think doesn't get talked about much. I think it needs to be talked about more, and it needs to be more open so that people with a real problem can really stand up and say, hey, I just can't handle this. This is too much for me. What's going on, guys? I am Metamecha, and I hope you are having such a beautiful day today. I know I am. Today is exactly what the title says. 1 year. 1 year without smoking weed. I feel amazing. Now this video is pretty much my journey in the past year. Pretty much why I decided to stop smoking, my struggles, the psychological aspects that were happening to me, what I was pretty much going through, and why I think it's such a benefit to not smoke as much weed, to handle it better, to just be more aware of the habit of smoking a lot or any weed whatsoever. So with that, I'm just gonna get right into it. So pretty much ever since I was about 12 or 13, so 8-9 years ago, oh my gosh, it's been that long. Ever since that long ago, I started smoking weed. It was friends and family members who got me into this community, to this world of cannabis, of marijuana, of getting high in a sense. And it's so funny saying all these words that used to be my every single day, all day long lifestyle. This is what I did all day long. This is what I felt like I loved doing, what I felt like I needed to do, who I felt like I was based all around smoking a mass amount of weed. And so like I said, a year ago, I made the conscious decision to stop smoking, to give up on it entirely, to quit forever. And this is the mindset you have to go into when you choose to stop doing something cold turkey. It may be soda or sugar, it may be television or entertainment, it may be cigarettes or alcohol. The list is endless on what you can psychologically condition your mind into. It's an insane process, because I understand that people that do methamphetamines or heroin or hard drugs go through a very tough time, because the physical aspect of it is very daunting on their body, on their mental health, on everything. But you take something like sugar or marijuana, let's say, and the effects might not be so hard as a very hardcore drug might be, but the mental and psychological aspects that you yourself conditioned your mind to go through for all those years, maybe even 20, 30, 40 years, maybe even more than half of your lifetime, you conditioned your mind to say, this is okay. I can have sugar, for every meal. I can drink all day long. I can smoke weed all day, and it's fine, I'm totally good. Until one day you wake up and you're just not fine. You realize like, hey, things are not going okay right now. My life is on the downslope. Things are falling apart. The dreams and aspirations that I used to have are now nowhere to be seen. And you just don't know what to do with your life. You're depressed or sad or angry to get out of it because you don't know what to do. And I felt all of these. I felt every single one. I did not know what to do with my life. I did not understand what was happening. All I knew was that if I smoked, I wouldn't stop thinking these things. I would feel better. I was stressed out, angry, and depressed because of smoking. So why not just smoke so I didn't have to feel these things? This was what was weighing in my head for probably the last 3 years. So 1 year, I've quit. So the 2 years before I quit, I was trying so hard to stop smoking. I was going, a month or two without smoking, and I would be like, oh, I got this. I don't need it. I can just take a rip. I can just get a little high right now and it'll be good. Maybe it was just a tolerance break. I would make up so many false accusations, so many intentions, or just false, can't think of the word. I would just make up things in my mind to say it's okay. Things will go on, I can handle it. I'm much better now. My willpower's stronger. But no, with something like addiction or something that you crave and you are not strong enough to handle, it'll get you every single time. Every single time, it'll bite you in the ass. I promise you that. And this is with anything. Not just harsh drugs, not just little items. It could be like biting your fingernails. It could be, let's say, something like soda. You could go a month without it. You have one soda and your mind instantly flips back to it's okay. Makes up all these renditions of why it is okay to be consuming this product or this item or this drug or whatever it may be. Addiction is a very serious thing, and it's something that I felt very, very hard with weed. It's because I put that there. I made the conscious decision to keep smoking, to identify highly with it in my life. There came a time in my life, as I'm sitting here now, today is 1 year, one entire year since I decided, since I made that conscious choice to stop smoking. Now, like I was saying, the last 3 years have been real tough for me. The last year has been wonderful, has changed my life, has opened my mind, has allowed more opportunities to enter than ever before in my life. And this is just reality. This is just everything. This is life. And a lot of people don't realize that when they are heavily addicted to something. Life is revolved around this one single drug or item or whatever it may be. And for me, that was weed. So for the last year has been amazing, has been special, beautiful, wonderful, exponential. I've been loving life. Life is beautiful. Every moment is beautiful. I don't need anything to tell me otherwise. So psychologically, mentally, physically, yes, I chose to put weed at the top of the list. I chose to identify with it. I chose to be a part of the culture and the community and the effect that it brought. I chose all that. But if you right now watching this are going through a very hard time with addiction, maybe it is marijuana, maybe it's something harder, maybe it's just cigarettes, alcohol, or sugar, or TV, whatever it may be, know that you have the conscious choice to make a decision on what your reality is going to be. Now, if you are looking for a tip, here's the greatest tip I can give you in stopping smoking, whatever it may be. Now, my tip to you would be, now part of it is what I just said. You have the choice. You have all the power, and you need to realize that. But the other tip I have is take it one day at a time. One day and just double that. Now, I made it to 1 year. 1 year was my initial goal. I made the conscious choice to say, I am gonna not smoke for 1 year. And if I can make it to 1 year, then I know I can make it to 2 years. And if I can make it to 2 years, heck, I can make it to 5, I can make it to 10 years. All of that seems very simple when you just do it one day at a time. Now think about this. Every day we wake up one day at a time. We have the choice every single morning to wake up and go on with our life doing what we think is right. Now this choice may be stay with your job because you need money. This choice may be let's go hang out with my girlfriend or friends because I actually love them. Now this choice may be the opposite of that. I don't want to go to my job. I'm gonna quit today. This is the choice that I decided to do with marijuana. I chose that one day I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna make it 1 day without smoking weed. That 1 day, I said I can make it a day. That 1 day turned into 2 days. 2 days, I was like, man, I got this. 2 days turned into 4 days. Patience through this is key. I'm telling you that patience is key. So with that patience, find something to do. Get your mind off it. Go on a hike through the park or go read a book or swim or take a shower, whatever it has to be. Patience is key. Now 4 days turned into 8 days. 8 days turned into a month. A month turned into 2 months. 2 months turned into 6 months. 6 months turned into 1 year. I'm telling you, if you take it 1 day at a time and you double that, it gets really easy. Really easy. Just think about it. If you could do that, you know you could do it again. That's really what I'm trying to say here. I just figured that out, but yeah, if you could make it 1 day, you know you can make it another day, which makes 2 days. If you can make it 6 months, you know, in your mind, you know you can make it another 6 months because you just did it. That means you know you can do a year. If you know you can do a year because you know you did 6 months and you know you can do another 6 months and you know you could do a year, then you know you could do 2 years because you know you just did a year. See what I'm trying to say here? So if you are struggling with this, I feel it. For 2 years, I was struggling really hard with quitting. It wasn't just one day I was like, you know what? No, I think I can, get through this. And I just quit and I made it to a year. It took me 2 years of quitting for a month and being like, I think I can handle this. No, then back to smoking every day. No, it took me 2 years of struggle, of depression, of hard work. What am I saying hard work for? I was just getting high all the time. It took me 2 years of struggling, of very hard times, of very sad times in my life, of failing times in my life. And the past year has brought me so much happiness, so much success, so much affection, so much bliss, so much beauty, so much wonder, without needing anything, without wanting anything, with being completely free of what I put myself into, what I identified with as an addiction. 1 whole year has led to so many opportunities, like I said early in this video, because of this conscious decision I chose to make. And you can choose to make that too. But here are some inspirations that I have gone through in the past year that you can look forward to. Number 1, if you've been anywhere around my YouTube channel, you know that I own an RV, that I live in it, or since this video has been made, I am going to live in it. I've been renovating it, I've been traveling in it, I've been putting the love and care that it needs and that I need to put into it in order for that dream of mine to come true. Now, if I was still smoking every day, no way would I have done that. No way would I have actually achieved the dream that I've been so set to for the longest time. Now, this could be any dream in your life. This could be getting that promotion or that new job or a car that you have always wanted. It could be going on that trip of a lifetime. Whatever it may be, you choose to put your time into something that gives you no results, that actually limits you in many ways. Your dreams are very, very difficult to achieve. Yes, you may achieve them. There are many people that can handle weed and getting high and smoking way better than me, but I know myself and I know that I can't handle it. I know that it limits me and puts me in a place that I just don't want to be. So why would I put myself there? Second inspiration is that you gain so much more time. It's not that you gain time. It's not like you just like, oh, now you have 25 hours in the day. No, you actually dedicate or choose to spend more of your time doing stuff that is of importance to you. Now, if importance to you is smoking weed, well, I just don't understand, because what is that doing with your life? You may be thinking differently, you may be slightly seeing things differently, but really ask yourself, how is that improving anything in your life? How is that causing you to grow or learn something new about the world or society that we live in, or about yourself? It's really not. It may have a false filter over it that shows you, oh, I'm doing something amazing right now, but it's really not. And spending your time, dedicating your time, or choosing your time to be based around this instead of things that I know you would rather be doing, came time in my life to take a step back and try to realize my place. What are my morals and values? What do I truly believe in this world? That belief and those values were not in smoking weed and getting high. Those values were out there in the world, and I needed to find them and bring them home and learn and grow and create. And that is something that I am just so inspired from. Now, the third thing, and probably the best part of it all, on a big old plaque, it reads, more money, more money. Now, doesn't that just sound amazing? Instead of spending, what, $80 a week on an ounce, instead of spending that money, well, heck, I put it into a savings account and bought an RV, and now I'm gonna go travel the world in it. I mean, what sounds better? Having more money to do the things that you love, or to save it, or to live on your own, that, or just sitting on your mom's couch smoking weed all day and watching the same rerun of Friends or Adventure Time, because I really like Adventure Time. To me, saving that money and putting it somewhere that actually went to my growth was way more important to me than getting high all day. Now, seriously, if you are struggling through this, if this is a very hard time and this is why you are looking up videos like this, just know this is the same exact thing that I did. Soon enough, I'm gonna make a video on my methods on how I stopped smoking weed, and I believe that they are universal, that anyone could do these kind of things and they could eventually achieve the goal that they want to achieve their dreams, achieve the strength inside them that they need to get through an addiction of most any kind. If you liked anything of what you heard here, leave a comment below. Let's talk about it. Now, seriously, I have so much love for all of you. And until next time, I'll see you soon. I'm BHURI. Much love and BHAKTI.